Hello world, it's your girl Becca Rose with Feel the Music, and today I'm here once again with Blanche J. Blanche J is a singer, songwriter, music producer, just overall artist, okay? And I am hailing right now from just south of Paris, so it's a bit of a time difference, but Blanche J is once again hailing from Dallas, Texas. So Blanche J, welcome. How you doing today?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm doing good today. I do want to make a correction. I'm not a music producer. Just sing, record, and write. I'm not. I'm not
But
either
you
of those
play
things that
instruments,
much
don't
yet.
you?
No, I don't actually.
Fun
I
fact.
used
I
to
did
play
okay.
like in like middle school, but that does not count in my adult life. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay, hot take. Do you feel like someone who does not play instruments but knows how to use a little beat machine, are they music producers? Because I would call you a music producer before I call them one.
Well, no, because it's a lot of work that goes into that. That little machine produces a lot of things, and you got to know exactly what you're doing. So I would absolutely say that they are music producers.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I just had a hot take. My bad, y'all. If you're
It's
offended,
okay.
but
It's okay. It's okay.
okay. So all the other stuff though, for sure.
For
And
sure.
yeah,
For sure.
but yeah. So we actually lost or I lost the original interview, and I was devastated. But we're talking because I did a Valentine's Day Down Tremendously playlist, and I felt like your song, Heart Song, was the perfect song to end the project on because I was talking about love and about the sensual side of love, the heartbreak, and all of that. And I was like, as someone who's in the faith community, let me talk about like well, let me put a song that talks about faith. And I love how like you are a like modern person who does embrace your faith and like you don't let like mainstream religion exclude you from your faith practice. And I feel the same
Of
way. So I was
course.
like, this is like a cool song to like end with. And it just really touched me. And of course your vocals and everything else is just really, really fantastic. So that's how we connected
Thank you.
and lost that interview, but we're back and like we teased that, or you teased about a song that was coming up when we last spoke, but now it's out. So can
Yep.
you tell us about Black Girl, which is, first of all, your vocals once again, chef's kiss, and like, you're on this track with HonestAyve. Like, how was that process, and like, what does that song mean to y'all as two Black women making this anthem for Black girls?
Man, listen, Honest Ave, she hit me up and she was just like, first of all, I didn't even know she was a producer for like maybe 20 plus years, and I had no idea. So it was like, first of all, when I got that, I was like blown away because again, I had no clue. I just thought she, enjoyed, some of the things that I've done and, just wanted to see what was happening. But when I learned that she was well versed in it, you know what I'm saying? That really made me excited and it made me want to do it more, um, be a part of it more. So just she sent me the track and told me what she thought about it, what she wanted to highlight, the Black girl experience, just encouraging and just letting Black girls know that we really do rock. You know what I'm saying? We are, cream of the crop. So I had an amazing time doing it, and it's a really cool song, and hopefully everybody checks it out. It's
Yes,
called
it
Black
is.
Girl.
I mean, beautiful. So is this like the first time you guys encountered each other musically? Like, have you known about each other for a
Yes,
while?
yes,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah. So
So
I
how does
was
that like?
like I said, I was excited.
Because you have a pretty knit tight musical like crew. So how is it working with people who are like not necessarily a part of your camp, but have the same you align with them? You know what I mean? Like, can you talk about alignment, connecting with new artists, connecting with other people who like you don't necessarily know, but it ends up working out and being so beautiful. That song is so powerful and so good. It's sonically good, and the message is
Thank
really
you.
dope.
Thank you. It's all about good people and genuine people. I usually have a good eye for somebody's not kind of trying to be
Mm-hmm.
something they're not, or the energy is not good. I got a pretty good feeling about that, and like I said, honestly, she has been very supportive, in my career that I know, while in Charlotte, North Carolina. So it was great. The experience was great. The experience is always great to see what other people's mind is doing, and and it's somebody I'm able to relate to. Like your mind goes a mile a minute, 3,000 miles per minute too? Oh, okay, cool. So let's see what yours is talking about. So it's
Right.
really cool. The exchange is very, very cool.
No, that's what's up. And like, speaking of, you know, good energy and tribe, I remember something that you said that really stuck out to me was like, if you're the only light in your group, it's time to find new friends. And just thinking about being intentional about who you keep around you. So with your tight knit camp, with your tight knit like circle of friends, what's that done for you musically? Like how have you created really distinct boundaries in your life informed your music?
Um, Pretty much what you just said, making sure I'm surrounded by intentionally good energy. Nobody's like putting on a face or a mask, if you will, just kind of really being yourself
Mm.
and welcoming, being yourself and encouraging you to be yourself. Those are the kind of people that I love to be around because I want to, again, I want to reciprocate that energy back. So how all that is incorporated into the music is that's exactly what I want you to feel. Like if I'm, doing a show somewhere, I want you to feel like you're in my living room and we're having a conversation. We're just kicking back, feeling good. And if that comes across in the music and it feels like a safe space for you, then I've done my job. I've done my job.
I love that. I love that, like, just very welcoming vibe. I'm sure as someone who is quote unquote kind, people take kindness for weakness. How do
Yeah,
you deal with
it
people
happens.
who try to take your kindness for weakness? What do you do?
Um, it comes with age. Wisdom comes with age, it just life is the best teacher. You get in situations and you just kind of like you honestly or you sincerely don't know that you're being taken advantage of in some points in your life. And as you grow older, you learn from your mistakes and kind of replay it. But it's just life. It's kind of how life happens and it shapes you and you got to make a decision. Do I want to be kind or remain kind and be my true honest self, or do I want to, get revenge or do whatever? And it's just like you're wasting your
Right.
time. Don't worry about that. It'll be fine. Did you learn something from that experience? Cool. Keep moving.
So you're like, don't seek revenge because I'm kind of like, they gotta pay for it. Like they gotta feel,
And that's
but
and that's
no.
a that's a natural urge. You're human. You know what I'm saying? But and from what I've experienced in life thus far, it's just that's not even my it'll something that you'll be dealt with. It's not my job to make you suffer or punish you for anything. Like you'll see it again. It's the most important thing is I learned a lesson from it,
That's true. That's
because I
true.
don't have to go back because that's my decision. If I go back, then okay, now it's on you. But if I choose not to be, in that space, then cool, I learned something.
Okay. Well, without being too detailed, can you talk about a time where you had to um kind of let go and remove yourself from a situation and like you felt like, okay, I was right for just like keeping it moving versus trying to get that like revenge or trying to fight them back or whatever. Like, because a lot of times, yeah, you want to make them feel the pain that they inflicted on you, but then next thing you know, when you don't, things end up working out, and you're like, okay, yeah, like God got it. I don't have to act like. Is there any moment that comes into mind when thinking about that, like walking away, and the person kind of got what they deserved on their own?
um, Anytime I've been in a situation, I'm not even kidding. Like choosing to not even, deal with it, letting it be known that this is what happened and these are my emotions behind it. Because I always want to talk it out because that's the easiest way. That way, you don't have to ask your neighbor or somebody else. You can go straight to the person, have a
Straight to the
conversation
source,
like an
right?
adult. You know what I'm saying? Be an adult, talk to them, and leave it where it is. That's not your job. If you know that you had good intentions, it's not your job to seek revenge at all. So literally every time, God has handled it. I didn't have to do any work.
So truly, let go and let God, like truly.
No, seriously. But again, that comes with experience. It's
Yeah.
it's easier said than done. I'll just say that it's
Oh
easier said
yeah.
than done. But it comes with you live and you learn.
Okay, I hear that, and I'll try. I'm work in progress. Work in progress.
Everybody.
And exactly. So, and speaking of faith, like, you know, I was telling you last time, I'm the child of a DK. Your parents are, the folks of the church, of clergy and things like
Yeah,
that.
my mom's side of the family, everybody's a, I had a grandmother that was a pastor. Yeah,
And with
it
that,
runs
right,
deep.
so it runs deep, right? And it's like, you know, I definitely can admit I'm a bit of a jaded Christian kid, you know what I mean? But faith is still super important to me. What's your experience been with like growing up with potentially pious? Because I would definitely define, you know, a lot of church people I've encountered as pious. You know, how were you able, has that affected your faith in a negative way at all? And despite all that, how were you able to like refocus and keep like your faith despite kind of like negative energy within like mainstream religious realm?
Um, I think the thing that helps me the most when it comes to, um, being Christian and another Christian looking at your life differently, or saying that you should live a certain way, or blah blah blah, basically their opinion. I think the thing that helps me the most is something my mom taught me, growing up as a kid. Like, you have to know God for yourself. You have to develop a relationship with God for yourself, because
I love that.
he's the only one that you're answering to. People are always going to talk, and that's another thing I learned growing up. It's either going to be something good, something bad, but they are always going to have something to say, have an opinion, and that's okay. You're entitled to that. Now, what I do with that is on me. If I believe the whatever the untruth is, or if you're not speaking life into me, anything other than life, if I choose to believe that, then that's on me, and that's a decision. But knowing God for myself, knowing what He's been to me my entire life, it's if somebody else has an opinion, it's just noise, you know. And I welcome you to have an opinion. Like, I'm not trying to say, shut up, don't say nothing. No, you're welcome to it. I don't have to take it or accept it.
Right.
But God has been faithful to me in every year I've been here on this earth. So he's the only one I talk to. He's the only one, that can judge me and help me and protect me. So that's really all I'm concerned about. But again, that's another thing that comes up with life, living life, and comes with age.
No, I hear that, and
It,
I love that your mom encouraged you to like it's not about them, it's about you and God. You know what I mean?
of
Because
course,
a lot of parents in the church, they are very like, oh, what will they say? And you know, they care so much about what their congregation has to say. And
yes.
it's like that's not, you know, that's not the point. And you know, I don't know if you consider yourself unconventional in the faith community, but like, you know, as someone who also has like tasks and you know is just a little out doesn't follow the rules all
All
the
right.
way. You know, are people shocked when you have such a strong faith? Like, how do people who don't know you uh, take and receive your faith and your status as a Christian?
Pretty well. I haven't experienced anything negative. My prayer is to always, God, let them see you first. And then, so that's how, pray to be seen, and hopefully I'm being seen that way. And I think I have been, because like I said, I haven't experienced anything bad or negative. It's just been love. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Because I definitely, you know, recall like a lot of times where you know people would mock, you know what I mean. People like, it's still kind of cultural to kind of mock religion and faith and things like that. I think about shows like that are pretty like Family Guy or South Park, where they're like making fun of Jesus all the time, and
Yeah.
like but you don't ever come across people who kind of like bash the faith or you have reservations about it or want to debate if hell is real
I
or not and
mean,
all that.
no, that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's everywhere. That's even in, conversations with people that, associates, people, like people that are close to you. Those conversations are constantly happening. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me being in the middle of those, I can't say that I found myself in it, because I don't walk up to people and, pop them on the forehead with the Bible. It's kind of your approach.
Not
how
Bible
you know,
thumping,
how do you
right?
want to be? Yeah, like it's a way to do it. It's a way. So yeah, you know, it's all about approach, and I think I'm received very well, and I'm thankful for that.
No, that's what's up. Would you consider your music like evangelism?
Of course, it's a message of love, you know. And again, Heart Song is talking about God's love. So I would definitely consider. I would say so. Yeah, it's good
No, that's
news.
what's up. Oh, absolutely, me too. No, that's what's up. And like with you talk, you like have songs about faith, and you also have songs about like love. And I remember I asked you like, because they're very like getting away from a lover and kind of like heartbreak songs. Like, how is your relationship or how is your love life? And you were like, it's going good. So like with talking about music that isn't necessarily indicative of your life, how do you play into those characters? You know what I mean?
Imagination, not just imagination, but actually remembering what happened in that moment. Being able to go back to that time and go back to that moment, to those moments, to really feel that really hurt or that was really really nice. That made my heart feel good. Just being able to I don't know, like just being able to feel because some people really can't feel, and that's a real thing. But being able to feel those emotions and um, get them out, like it's a good time. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a good time to
You
see,
find it a
the
good
roller
time.
coaster. Yeah, telling
What?
stories. That's because we're storytellers. You know,
That's true. But
who
even
does
the
not
even
enjoy
the
a good story?
hey, but like as a writer, when I'm writing a certain like part and it's like personal to me, like sometimes I really have to stop because I'm like getting serious. Oh my God, like
No,
I'm
no, see,
reliving this
but
thing.
all of that, use all of that because again, you're the vehicle. Somebody literally feels, what you felt in that moment. It's happening everywhere. I know you can relate. So that's even better, I think.
Mm. No,
You
so
just got,
you okay? I see what you're
trusting
saying.
yourself and trusting yourself to be vulnerable with your audience. I think that's beautiful.
No, I agree because I mean the work speaks for itself. Like that vulnerability is clear. Like especially in your voice. Like when it comes to singing and your voice is like folks, like Blanche J's voice, okay, she reminds me of like Sade, Tracy Chapman, the women who like can live in the basement and just have like, I don't know, there's something so boisterous about your voice. Like, do you feel like that adds on? Like, what do people say about your voice? Because it's such a different, unique voice. I feel like people would be blown away, like, like, first of all, I learned about you through Hey Friend Hey from the Friend Zone, so shout out to her. And
Shout out to Hey Friend Hey.
when she played 3 a.m., I was like, this voice is so buttery, and this voice reminds me because I just love like that's my favorite register, like women who have like that deeper sultry voice. I was like, no, like I've gotta learn about Blanche J. So like with that voice, what how has it become your superpower in your music?
Well, I don't know if I would call it a superpower, but I'll take it.
I'm giving it to you. I think it is.
I'll I would absolutely take it. It's so funny because hearing me sing, a lot of people think that I'm a guy. So when they actually meet me, it's kind of like, "You sure?" And it's kind of like, "Nah, I'm pretty sure I was in that studio singing." Yeah, I remember that night. But it's always so funny when they learn that I am a woman, and it's a I don't know. I mean, it's great. I've heard buttery before and sultry and um I take it all. I take it all. Whatever makes you feel good. Whatever. I'll be whatever. Thank you.
Right. I mean, yes, of course, because like, yeah, I love that. I remember when I found out, like, because back in the day, growing up listening to Sade, listening to Tracy Chapman, I'm not seeing their faces like that. So when I finally got access to the internet and I'm listening to Sweetest Taboo online, I'm just like, woman, I'm like, who the heck is this? And then same thing with Tracy. I'm like, wait, so she was not driving the fast car, he was? Okay. But yeah, so
Facts.
but when it comes to performing, because when you perform, obviously they say, "Oh, this is a woman." So like, what's in the works with performances? Do you have any shows coming up soon? Have you done any shows? Because you were super busy. Like us being able to get to the second interview took a little bit. So I was like, it could be in the studio, it could be studio time, it could be performances, it could be a lot.
So I'm getting ready to hop back into performing. It's something that I miss so much. So planning some things. Hopefully everything works out and they, we cross all the T's and dot all of our I's and we're able to, get out to some cities now that, well, I can't say the pandemic is gone because it's not. I will still be in a
You know,
mask in public in public. But no, seriously, hopefully we're able to get out and see because I miss everybody. I miss everybody that shows love and support. So hopefully we're able to get out and do that. Been making some music. As always, rehearsing, always practice. So yeah, hopefully something is gonna come of it very, very soon.
yes, I'd love to hear it. And like, where would you be touring? Would you stay in the South? Would you go national, international?
Wherever the road takes us. I'm
Okay,
not limiting,
okay.
I'm not limiting anything. I'm not.
And when you hit the road, who's joining you? Like who are you couch
I
surfing
haven't
with?
even I haven't even gotten that far yet. I haven't even gotten that far yet. We're just happy
Okay.
to be able to actually put a thought in our minds that we can actually go somewhere now. So we see you are way ahead, and I receive that too. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anyone in mind that you want to join that you kind of want to be like, hey, hey, big
I
head, are
don't want
you?
to. Yeah, I don't want to say that, and then I may be blocking myself from something else. So we'll
Mm,
see. We'll see.
okay. Okay. I like that. You keep your cards, I don't know what to
Keep it
say, but you keep
open. Keep it
yeah, yeah.
open. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So touring in the work. Musically, what's going on? What's the next? Because Black Girl is out now, and how's it been performing as well, Black Girl?
So I haven't performed that one live yet. So that's going to be exciting when I actually am able to do that. So I'm not sure what honestly, has up her sleeve. So we'll see, keep you guys posted on that. Of course, anything I do, anything I release, I put it on, social media so everybody will know, subscribe to YouTube and all that stuff. So you'll know first. Basically,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's up. And has HonestAyve said anything about it charting or like just like a certain amount of streams or anything like that?
So I
Like, do you have
honestly,
any
I haven't
analytics
even.
on it?
I don't have any, and that's something that I will be getting from her because I'm pretty sure I know she did like a campaign and put some things out on different social media sites. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best. I know I play it at least once a day. Try to anyway.
I've on the loop a few times, so for me, so yeah, no, that's what's up. So we got the performing coming up. We've got any new songs in the work, any new collabs in the work.
I'm always writing something. I'll just say that I'm always writing, jotting for the most part. I'm trying to get ideas out of my head, but listen, you never know. I am thinking about cranking back up on SoundCloud because I haven't been there in a while. So SoundCloud is a very magical place, a place that I
Oh,
actually
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
it's a very magical place, and I just kind of got away from it. But I'm ready to go back and maybe put some covers out, you know, um, just to kind of say hi again.
And I mean, the kids are always hungrily waiting on SoundCloud, so when you drop, they'll definitely receive it over there. So it's not that.
Man, SoundCloud is literally the best. Yes.
I love it because also it's like it's not competing the way that Apple and Spotify are yet, at
Mm-hmm.
least, right? And Tidal and all that. But I feel like you get like more authentic appreciation for music.
Yep.
So like what like what SoundCloud meant to you as a as a listener and as an artist. It's kind of being almost like a sacred space in music before
Man,
it I don't know if they really commercialize it, but for now it's vibes.
man. SoundCloud is a definitely a vibe. I go in there just to listen to like different genres, especially with different mixes. Um, I may listen to some artists in particular, but the mixes are really, it's really where it's at. So I'm listening to that. I'm listening to like house mixes and kind of just
Oh
put you
yes.
in a
Oh
really,
my
really
God.
cool space. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I get hits every now and then. I get a pop up. Somebody likes your track. Somebody, so it's always cool to kind of like, oh, this is really cool. People still listening. Okay.
And they drop the comments along the track. I love that the most. Like
Yeah,
when the
that's
song is
perfect.
released. What's the last two
Yep.
house mixes that you listen to that you're like, yo, I was vibing.
So DJ Spivey is someone I listen a lot of his mixes. Um and I can't think of the other DJ's name. Um but definitely DJ Spivey and Louis Vega and yeah,
Oh yeah,
good
Spivey
times.
is dope. Yeah, Big I don't know
Yes,
knows where too much, but like definitely no, that's what's up. Okay,
yes.
so um yeah, we've got about 10 more minutes. So like with that, like how has now we're stepping into spring, summer, with your musical process, do you notice any differences in how you create with the seasons? Like, does it change when,
you
it
know,
gets warmer out?
actually, yeah. I could say that. With the seasons, I try to imagine what I want to hear. If I'm in the car with the sunroof back, and what am I listening to? The tempo of the song whatever I'm creating. Like, how's it gonna feel when I'm driving? Like, maybe to the store or on a road trip. How will it feel? Just the same. I think for me, um, when it gets into like fall and like winter, I go into more of a neo soul type
Mm.
situation, kind of more warmer sounds, more low tones, versus like I said, like the spring and the summer is kind of like I want to dance a little bit, or I want to somebody's cleaning up the house. What are they listening to? Something like that. So, actually, yeah, I can say that I can write along with the seasons. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. I always wondered that with artists because like you get so inspired. I think just in general too with seasons and like thinking about like you know your range, your musical range. How far outside of your box, quote unquote, because no musical box, but like what's like a, something you would do that your fans would be like, ooh, Blanche J, like this is different. Like, is there anything? Are you trying to like give the crowd something like really different, or are you kind of like sticking in your niche for now? Like, but if you do go outside your niche, what would that sound be?
So, it's kind of tough because I'm a funk soul artist, right? So in that you're gonna hear funk, neo soul, you're gonna hear gospel, you're gonna hear jazz. So like off the top, you're gonna hear at least those four, right? Um Kind of all mixed in one.
A
But
little
if
bit
I
of
were to,
R&B, just a little.
yep, can't forget R&B. R&B is definitely in there. If I were to go out, I would definitely go to country.
Oh, that is not what
I
I thought you were gonna
actually
say.
I actually love country music. It is, again, the stories are so captivating. Um Country music artists, their tone is just for sure. Like it's almost like no guessing. Every time it's like almost perfect. Um
I could
and
so
they
see a
have really
Blanche
good
J
music.
country song. I'm not even gonna lie. Like now, I really want
No,
it.
I'm
So you
serious.
gotta, you
It's
gotta get
something
into
that
it,
I'm
because
I'm thinking about. I've played with the thought a little. Yeah, I'm serious. It's good stuff.
okay. Because I did think you were gonna say pop because I could still see you doing that, but I want the country song now. So whenever you're ready, I'm here.
We'll
But
try it out. Again, and that's another thing. That's what SoundCloud is for. Things you want to try out. You may not want to hard release it, but you just want to kind of, test the waters a little bit. So that's another reason why I need to get myself back on SoundCloud.
okay, so the SoundCloud streets will probably hear it first, and I'm not mad at
Probably,
that. I'm not mad at
probably,
that.
yeah.
Well, okay, no, that's what's up. Is there any other like things outside of your musical box? Like, working with different instruments, working with different producers, composers, singers, like if there's just anything new that you want to add into your music in this time of your life.
I am planning to take guitar lessons. Hopefully
Okay.
sooner than later. Hopefully
Yes.
sooner than later. Guitar, I literally need to learn, if nothing else, I need to learn piano keys because quickly for obvious reasons. But yeah, I want to start learning some instruments before this year is done. So I think I need to make that commitment and and do that because I want to. That would be cool to add something to your what you already got. So pray
Exactly.
for
I
me,
mean,
guys.
we got you. Like, cause I already thought you played the guitar for sure. So I don't know where my head was at, but
Nope.
it's in the works. It's in the works.
Oh, you
But
already see it. That means you already
I
see it
already see
happening.
it
So I'll take it. I'll take it.
on the stool with the spotlight and
Exactly. See, you got the whole thing.
I
Okay,
got the
let's
aesthetic
go.
going. But so this has been a pleasure talking with you, Blanche J, again. So
Of
folks, you
course.
can listen to Black Girl that Blanche J is featured on with HonestAyve, and look out for these tour dates. Follow her on IG at Blanche J 88.
85.
85 at Blanche J 85. And yeah, is there anything else you want to let the people know?
No, that's it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Maybe some stuff coming up on there. You can always check out the website, blanchej.com. Like you said, Blanche J85 on Instagram and Twitter. And on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok now. I'm trying to do some things on there. So yeah, look out. Please continue to send that love my way, and I promise I'll send it right back. I promise.
Well, see, and love is once again the word. So, it was a pleasure re-interviewing, and we'll keep just keep vibing with the music. Please listen to Heart Song. That's also on my Down Tremendously playlist for Valentine's Day. And this has been Becca Rose with Feel the Music. So goodbye, world.
See y'all later. Thank you.